Welcome back. We are on the Qur'an. We're in An'am. We're starting on verse 91. Not just estimate of Allah do they make when they say, nothing doth Allah send down to man by way of revelation. Say, who then sent down the book which Moses brought, a light and guidance to man, but ye make it into separate sheets for show, while ye conceal much of its contents. Therein where ye taught that which ye knew not, neither ye nor your fathers say, Allah sent it down, then leave them to plunge in vain discourse and trifling. And this is a book which we have sent down, bringing blessings and confirming the revelations which came before it, that thou mayest warn the mother of cities, and all around her. Those who believe in the hereafter believe in this book, and they are constant in guarding their prayers. Who can be more wicked than one who inventeth a lie against Allah, or with, I have received inspiration, when he hath received none? Or again, who saith, I can reveal the like of what Allah hath revealed? If thou couldst but see how the wicked do fare in the flood of confusion at death. The angels stretch forth their hands, saying, Yield up your souls, this day shall ye receive your reward, a penalty of shame, for that ye used to tell lies against Allah, and scornfully to reject his signs. And behold, ye come to us bare and alone, as we created you for the first time, O naked. Ye have left behind you all the favors which we bestowed on you, so you don't have no belongings. We see not with you your intercessors whom ye thought to be partners in your affairs. So now all relation between you have been cut off, and your pet fancies have left you in the lurch. Facts, family. So basically, all the stuff that, you had that led you astray, they left you in a bad spot. It is Allah who causeth the seed grain and the date stone to split and sprout. He causeth the living to issue from the dead, and he is the one to cause the dead to issue from the living. That is Allah. Then how are ye deluded away from the truth? He it is that cleaveth the daybreak from the dark. He makes the night for rest and tranquility. Okay, hold on, look at that. He makes the night for rest and tranquility, and the sun and moon for the reckoning of time. Such is the judgment and order of him, the exalted in power, the omniscient. So, I wonder if, when he says that the moon was the nighttime is for peace and rest and tranquility. So it doesn't sound like the pro-nightlife is condoned in here, because nightlife is just pure chaos. Most of the time it's a different energy of naughtiness. So I think he's saying here that the night is specifically for rest and to have peace. It's not necessarily, okay, the sun's going down, let's bust out and act crazy and party, where's the party at, right? No, it doesn't sound like that's what he created it for. It is he who maketh the stars as beacons for you, that ye may guide yourselves. Yeah, the sailors before used to be able to navigate via the stars. Now they just use GPS, but in the past, they were truly beacons to help you know where you were going. The Underground Railroad, the North Star, was a way in which slaves, illiterate slaves, many of them, could at least figure out how to escape if they followed the North Star. So if you think about it, slaves in the South in America, on the plantations, when they wanted to escape from their masters, they were risking so much, but they had the North Star to help them, to guide them through, no matter where they were in the forests, where they were running from the dogs trying to catch them, so they wouldn't get lynched or beaten or whipped. They used that North Star. I remember that. So it's very interesting here. It's specifically stating as a beacon, as a guidance. And some people today might be like, I don't know what you're talking about, bruh. Google Maps. But it's no, without the Google Maps, you really do need to know the stars. With their help through the dark spaces in land and sea, we detail our signs for people who know. It is he who hath produced you from a single person. Here is a place of sojourn and a place of departure. We detail our signs for people who understand. It is he who sendeth down rain from the skies. With it we produce vegetation of all kinds. From some we produce green crops, out of which we produce grain, heaped up at harvest. Out of the date palm and its sheaths, or space, come clusters of dates hanging low and near. And then there are gardens of grapes and olives and pomegranates, each similar in kind, yet different in variety. When they begin to bear fruit, feast your eyes with the fruit and the ripeness thereof. Behold, in these things there are signs for people who believe. Yet they make the jinns equal with Allah, though Allah did create the jinns, and they falsely having knowledge attribute to him sons and daughters. Oh, I like when it talks about the jinns because it sounds so interesting. So here essentially jinns are not equal to Allah. He did create them, but they lie and say having no knowledge. Attribute to him sons and daughters. So the jinns lie and say that Allah has some kids. Praise and glory be to him, for he is above what they attribute to him. To him is due the primal origin of the heavens and the earth. How can he have a son when he hath no consort? He created all things. He hath full knowledge of all things. Consort meaning like a wife, or meaning like evil. I mean, not evil, equal. So basically that's saying like God wouldn't need to resort to putting a piece of him into a woman to be born. Like God doesn't need to have like sperm to inject into a person or something, maybe they mean. That is Allah your Lord. There is no God but he, the creator of all things. Then worship ye him, and he hath power to dispose of all affairs. No vision can grasp him, but his grasp is over all vision. He is above all comprehension, yet is acquainted with all things. Now have come to you from your Lord proofs to open your eyes. If any will see, it will be for the good of his own soul. If any will be blind, it will be his own harm. I am not here to watch over your doings. Thus do we explain the signs by various symbols, that they may say that thou hast taught us diligently, and that we may make the matter clear to those who know. Follow what thou art taught by inspiration from the Lord. There is no God but he, and turn aside from those who join gods with Allah. If it had been Allah's plan, they would not have taken false gods. But we made thee not one to watch over their doings, nor art thou set over them to dispose of their affairs. Revile not ye those whom they call upon besides Allah, lest they out of spite revile Allah in their ignorance. Thus have we made alluring to each people its own doings. In the end they will return to their Lord, and we shall then tell them the truth of what they did. They swear their strongest oaths by Allah, that if a special sign came to them, by it they would believe. Say, certainly all signs are in the power of Allah. But what will make you Muslims realize that even if special signs came, they will not believe? We too shall turn to confusion their hearts and their eyes, even as they refused to believe in this in the first instance. We shall leave them in their trespasses, to wander in distraction. Interesting. The joining of gods is a very interesting thing. So, not worshipping more than one. Makes sense, right? Very interesting. Okay, family. We're learning a lot. What do you think so far? I want to know. What do you think so far? I hope we learn more. I know I don't want to skip around, but I'm very excited to learn about the jinns, because they sound pretty scary.